boxes, didn't it, Coach?
It did. Barry, you gonna be able to get out of here with this rain getting on you?
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
You're looking slick today. I want you to.
I love the players with the energy sprinting out to the bullpen in the rain and then sprinting back again. There's energy today, but yeah, I think that was one of the real keys. You guys were in attack mode from the start.
I don't disagree. I really believe our energy was good. I thought Gary's energy was good, which certainly sets a tone. I just thought his body looked lively. I thought all three pitchers certainly. And I understand it's easy to say that in the shutout, but I mean, I thought Big Ben looked really good. He slipped on that last throw because we had a little bit of that drizzle getting in, and he just his hamstring was just like a little tight, and I'm not taking a chance there. And so Frieda needed to get in there and just finish out right, which he did. But I just thought it was kind of a meticulous effort across the board. I thought there were some good at bats in there. I thought, and this is not. I thought the umpire did a great job. There's a couple times I thought we took some pitches that puts us in 3-1 or ball 4 we didn't get. And we got fortunate on one too. So parent play, and we took advantage. So the game kind of levels itself out. But I thought we were good at not chasing for a while. A couple times when they brought in the high velocity kid Baines, we kind of chased some balls up. Now we had some good at bats too. We got him to 42. So he's not gonna throw tomorrow. That guy will be back on Sunday for him. But I thought Perrin Bland's at bats were really good. I actually thought Wax battled in his at bats. I didn't think he did anything that was wrong or ugly. Brooks got some hits. They weren't maybe the most eye pleasing, but that's what he's got to do, especially against lefties. And then Blake had the big impactful one. Blake was the one that kind of had some good takes, and he just didn't get the reward of it. But that's what good hitters do. That's what really good players do. It's you have something like that happen, and then eventually you just hammer one, and you say all is forgotten, right?
Yeah, well.
It was an impressive home run to hit it to dead center here. I mean, that's pretty deep out there. He hit about 413 feet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pro park. I thought it was interesting. Darnell got down 0-2. He had a visit with Coach Walgamot, immediately singled to right field sharply. And
listen, Ben doesn't listen to anything I say. I tell him to take visits sometimes. He says no. We did it. We tried it with Brooks. He had a double play.
Yeah.
The guy's just not going to listen to
me.
Actually, to be honest with you, it's funny, the game within the game, I think if you were someone watching, the biggest part was I think he was going to go back out, but when his hamstring was just he was fine. He's begging to stay in.
Yeah.
We had Dill as the protector there, but then I flipped it to Frieda with the way the score was, so I wanted to also make sure we had time. So that was the twofold. It was two ugly swings from Darnell, but it was also making sure, because we had 2 offensive timeouts left, I had said before the inning, if we have a guy look ugly on his swing, which Darnell was just off those first 2, we'll use it to get ourselves rectified, but also just to make sure Frieda's ready to go too. So there's the game within the game, Barry. I'm just giving you insider info.
I thought it's obvious from watching it, but I mean, Gaines has been always in his entire career about leadership by action. I mean, you got guys out there, they see him leaving his heart. They don't want to be the one to let Garrett Gaines down, right?
Well, there's no doubt. Gary's been here for a long time, and I thought this was one of his better outings that I've gotten to be a part of. I always think of the Louisiana and Indiana in 22.
Yeah.
The ULM when he came back from he had a week break, he went 7, punched out 12. I thought in the conference tournament last year against Southern Miss he was really good. And there's many others that I'm briefly omitting, but he's such a winner, and it's fun to watch him get after it. And the players, like you said, and I think your point is probably the most valid. The players really enjoy, being on the field with him, and I think they do with a lot of our guys. And that's why we have such great camaraderie. Is I believe our guys do understand, these guys, everybody's given their very best effort, their very best compete, their very best presentation of themselves. We're all going to fail. It's baseball. This game sucks. But they're getting after it the right way, and I think Gary set a really good tone. The biggest thing is you're going to have to parlay that to success as the weekend goes.
And the mantle of responsibility is now going to be worn by Noah Edders tomorrow. Not maybe to replicate it, but to have that same energy and that same presence, right?
There's no doubt. I think the presence is probably the most impactful word, and just have the same presence, and results will follow. The game rewards you for doing things right. And so I feel as if Noah will go out there and do that. I know, he does a chart every game that he's not in, so he's totally locked in and engaged and gets to, piggyback. Although he and Gary have some similarities, maybe from a stuff profile, they still are very different in their attack plan too. But at least he's watching, he's getting the visuals of the hitters. we may or may not see a different lineup, but at least you just have that in your brain. Nothing's foreign to you, so you have that element of comfortability that hopefully he can utilize tomorrow afternoon.
Club's back in first place, Coach.
Oh, well,
Anything to that?
no, sorry.
That's the reason why I brought it up. Just
No.
in significance there. It's early still.
Zero. It's a long season. We we were really good tonight. We just need to be really good again tomorrow, and I wouldn't even have known that information if you didn't tell me, and I really mean it. I hope our team, and there's a big talk before this season, we have to stay focused on us, those type of things. While this is sports entertainment and fans and everybody wants to look at it, and shoot, if I'm you, I'm doing an amazing job doing this game, it's going to be a talking point. But for myself, for our team, we just got to play good ball tomorrow.
That should be the focus. Well put, Coach. Thanks. Congratulations.